welcome to the second review of the evening. This time is
Adam,
sorry. Yeah.
you dropped for a second.
Can you hear me?
No,
Yes.
Okay, that was weird. Anyway, the game is Julie's Sweeps. We've all a young woman at the crossroads of life. Which way to go? Help the family business, chase college diploma, or crazily fall in love? Why not all at the same time? Julie faces these questions in this thrilling story where she's questioning her self-confidence, her values, and is it all worth the effort? Of course it is, and Julie finds the answers in her own way while enrolling in the prestigious cooking school Le Cookery. Okay. I'm pretty sure that sounds more like a scam school, but whatever. Will she make it? And most importantly, how can you help her? This story-driven restaurant time management game, so, Diner Dash, features play your way through 60 story levels plus 18 challenge levels, and so on and so forth. Anyway, of note, we got the Nintendo Switch version of this, so over to Petty Fan, who has been making a lot of noise about this.
Oh, God, this game. If you're going to get the Switch version of this game, do not. It wants to be Diner Dash, but the D-pad control system it uses is god-awful. Like, I can't go up and down to select things. I need to go left and right through the entire screen. So...
inefficient.
Very much so.
Does the stick work?
Same thing as the D-pad.
Or knowing Ocean's Media, the right stick?
Right stick does absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Starting to learn their foibles. But no, this isn't one of their hidden object adventure game conversions. This is a time management sim.
Did you try it with a touchscreen?
I did not have a chance to try it with a touch screen, but
okay.
Because
some of these games are actually better with the touch screen.
Yeah, if you have to use a touch screen, then that's a problem in and of itself, don't you think? Especially on a Switch. Like, for the PC version, if it had full mouse support, I could see this being okay. But if it's Switch only, and you have to play with the Joy-Con controls, no, absolutely not. Avoid this like the plague.
Colix, you're a veteran of many of Ocean Media's conversions. Have you known them to use the touchscreen?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's actually a bit of an oversight in your part, Petty, because I get what you're saying, but it's also, keep in mind the type of game.
I mean, it ideally you'd have like button controls that don't suck too, but it's probably better to at least try.
Fair enough.
And it's like, this is a unabashed Diner Dash clone, let's be honest. And that's always been a game that worked better with mouse and touch screens rather than controls, because
and it does look this would be better if you could like freely move your mouse as a cursor and click rather than select and confirm.
Yeah. And indeed, there is a PC version of this game, but this is why we denote the version reviewed when it comes to platforms, because different platforms have different input devices, especially consoles. So, with that aside, horrible digital controls pending, how does it work as a time management game?
I guess okay, but that's about all I would give it at best.
That's surprisingly kind.
Yeah, it's still not great. Like, it's also just in, like, the first couple levels. Like, I imagine getting later on, specifically with this control scheme, it would be objectively impossible to progress, very far.
Probably, which is why I suspect it's got touchscreen controls.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like the story's there. Then again, it's also a, ocean media production, so it's not going to be winning, Pulitzer level writing on here or whatever. But it exists. Any other questions, comments, fears?
I would say that in the future, if you have to cover a game of this nature, make sure you test the touchscreen controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually try to give it the benefit of the doubt and at least think about are the puzzles suitable to or the gameplay suitable to the story they're trying to tell, or is it just
honestly, if the story didn't exist and it was just Diner Dash, it wouldn't lose anything. From what I've seen of it,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I guess I can try touch screen, but I'm also mainly a docked Switch user.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But once again, this kind of game isn't alien to the Switch in ways that it would be on the Xbox or PlayStation.
Guess I can pop it out of the Switch real quick and.
All right. Yeah. Bear in mind that for those who are watching, that will mean that the footage will disappear for a bit.
Yeah, well, it'll stop.
Yeah. But it'll come back on, I guess. And I'm like, I get the PlayStation 4 version of this, if it existed, I guess theoretically would use the touchpad. If anyone remembered that thing was a feature on that controller, not sure about the DualSense.
All right, it looks like it's okay on the touch screen, but the touch points are really small, so unless you have a stylus or smaller fingers, it's not something I would suggest using.
Fair.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a mobile version of this that,
Oh yeah, I would not be shocked if there was too. Hey, Google.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either.
It is on the Google Play Store.
Once again, that's not a surprise because I remember, Diner Dash. Diner Dash was originally a PC game, but it really exploded in popularity once it moved to mobile because, honestly, that design really worked for the mobile space. It's a bit of a memento mori, remembering how old Diner Dash is at this point.
But yeah, I guess my final verdict, if you're a Switch Lite or particularly undocked Switch player, it is okay, but there are still probably better options on the Switch, and especially if you have access to a PC, just get Diner Dash. It's cheaper and superior in every way.
Can you get Diner Dash these days?
I think so.
Oh. Anyway, so that aside, putting in the pricing here, this is actually fairly expensive in the sense that it's going to run you $10 no matter what platform you pick. though I haven't looked at the mobile version.
Yeah, I think the mobile version, I think it said it was free to play.
Yeah, I'm like imagining that's either free to play with ads, which is definitely the way to go.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess it depends on how intrusive the ads are, but...
I'd imagine as intrusive as mobile ads get, which means like every level you'll have to watch an ad. Like, but
oh yeah, you could apparently get Diner Dash for $7. Do that.
Okay.
Do that with every fiber of your goddamn being.
Okay then. So that'll about do it for Julie Sweets, which I'm sure is pleasing Petty here. But anyway, coming next after the break, the Golics will be reviewing ABC Match With Me.